Hey everyone, welcome. If you've ever felt that creating video content is just a massive headache, trust me, you are not alone. So today, we're going to look at a tool called Pictory that's using AI to make the whole process, well, incredibly simple. Let's dive in and see how it's shaking things up. So, let's just start with a really relatable question for anyone who's ever even tried to make a video. Does the whole process just feel like a huge roadblock? You know what I'm talking about? The long hours, wrestling with complicated software, the cost of everything. It's the kind of frustration that can stop a really great idea right in its tracks. All right, so here's what we're going to cover. We'll kick things off with the problem, then jump right into the AI solution. We'll break down exactly how it works, figure out who it's for, and cover the key benefits. And then we'll wrap up with a little peek into the future of content. Okay, let's talk about that big hurdle. We all know video is king, right? It's one of the best ways to get a message across. But for the longest time, actually making the video has been a massive bottleneck. It's that one spot where so many awesome ideas just get stuck. I mean, just think about the old school way of doing it. You need cameras, you gotta film everything, and then you're stuck facing this super complex editing software that has a crazy steep learning curve. We're talking hours, sometimes literally days spent trimming clips, hunting for the perfect stock footage, and getting the sound just right. It's a huge investment of time, money, and energy. But what if you could just skip all of that? This is exactly where Pictory comes in. It's an AI-powered tool that's designed to tackle those big challenges head-on, basically taking the hardest parts of video creation completely out of the equation. So what even is an AI video generator? Well, think of it like this. It's software that takes content you already have, like a script, a blog post, or even just a website link, and it automatically turns it into a finished, polished video. It does all the heavy lifting for you, like creating the scenes, finding visuals, and even adding captions and a voiceover. And this quote, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The whole point is to make creating a video so simple that you can stop worrying about the technical stuff and just focus on the story you actually want to tell. So you're probably wondering, okay, how does this actually work? What does it look like? Let's take a look at the process for turning your existing stuff into brand new videos. You'll see it's surprisingly simple. It all boils down to 4 pretty straightforward steps. First, you just pick what you're starting with. It could be a script, a link, whatever. Second, the AI does its thing, analyzing your content and building out a visual storyboard. Third, you get to play around and customize everything. Swap visuals, add your logo, tweak the audio, and finally, you add the finishing touches and export it. That's pretty much it. And this is where you can really see how versatile it is. You can feed it a blog post, and boom, you get a narrated video. Got a super long Zoom recording? It can pull out the best parts and turn them into short, shareable clips for social media. It can even turn a boring PowerPoint into a dynamic explainer. The whole idea is to repurpose the content you've already put the work into creating. Now, with a tool this flexible, you gotta ask, who is actually using this stuff? Well, it turns out it's being picked up by a whole new wave of creators who need to make a lot of content, and fast. I mean, the range of users is pretty huge. You've got digital marketers creating ads on the fly, social media managers pumping out daily content, and YouTubers who are automating big parts of their editing. But it's also educators turning lesson plans into videos, and corporate teams using it for everything from training to company updates. So what's the real bottom line here? What's the ultimate advantage of bringing AI into your video workflow? Well, when you boil it all down, it really comes back to 3 key things: speed, scale, and simplicity. And look, this isn't some tiny niche tool we're talking about. Over 20,000 companies are already using it. That's a pretty powerful statement about how widespread this technology is becoming. This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? On one hand, you have the old way, a steep learning curve and hours or even days of work. And on the other hand, with AI, there's basically no learning curve, and you can create a video in minutes. It's a total shift from expensive software and tedious manual work to affordable, smart automation. So really, when you put it all together, it means this. You can make way more video content with a fraction of the effort. You can instantly breathe new life into content you already have, make sure every video is consistently branded, and finally, say goodbye to those complicated editing workflows that used to slow everything down. Okay, but it doesn't just stop here. This kind of technology is not standing still. The world of AI-powered creation is moving at an incredible pace, so let's take a quick look at what might be coming next. One of the coolest things on the horizon is the introduction of realistic AI presenters. Just imagine being able to generate a video with an avatar that reads your script for you with a natural, human-like delivery. This is going to open up a whole new world of possibilities for automated video. And that brings us to a really powerful question to end on. When all those technical barriers, the things that make creating high-quality video so hard, are completely removed, well, then the only limit left is your own imagination. So if you could turn any idea into a video in just a few minutes, what stories would you tell?